Hi guys, welcome to a new video. That was uncharacteristically enthusiastic of me. I don't usually say, hi guys, hi guys. um, uh, Today I'm going to be showing you some things that I've bought recently, not to promote consumerism, but just because I think it'll be interesting for me to talk about why I bought them. Here's the first thing. Link to the book will be in the description. It's a very old publication of a series of essays by the late communist Leon Trotsky. The reason I bought this book, well, there's two reasons. One of the reasons I bought this book is because I was in a bookshop, an independent bookshop, and I felt very guilty that I'd been there for 10 minutes without buying anything. And the books were really quite cheap, so I thought, oh God, I better buy something because I really believe people should support independent bookshops so that, I don't know, the people that own them can feed their families because everyone just buys their books on Amazon nowadays. So I was looking for a book which was worth buying, and I saw this. But the second reason that I bought it is because lots of people mention Trotsky, Leon Trotsky, and Trotskyites. They mention the movement, and I didn't know anything about it. And I'm interested in socialism and social democracy, so I thought, well, if he's one of the most important socialists to have ever lived, I think it says that he was like one of the most controversial men of the 21st century, which is, quite an important place to be in world history. Not that claim is necessarily true. I mean, come on. This book was published in 1964, and they're saying that Trotsky was the most controversial human being to have ever lived, even though Hitler lived and then killed himself. And there was Stalin and all sorts of other crazy people, but apparently he was the most controversial. Anyway, he was obviously controversial enough for them to have justifiably been able to put that on the back of the book. And I'm now reading about him. The only thing I've learnt so far, because I've not read much, I've been a busy man, I've been reading other things. The only thing I've learnt so far, and I'll try and actually look at the camera a little bit, give you a bit of that eye contact, is that Trotsky believed in the early 1900s, Asian countries and countries that had been colonized by Britain were much more likely to have a communist revolution than Britain itself. And he believed that the reason for this was that when capitalism is quickly forced upon a colonized country, they are much more likely to be dissatisfied with it than if it's a slow development, from feudalism to capitalism over maybe 100 years or something like that. So that was an interesting idea, but I haven't read any more about that. What I have read is this entire book by Alain de Botton. Alain de Botton is a guy who proclaims to want to take back philosophy from philosophers who just use it to be pretentious and to not say an awful lot about life. He wants philosophy to be something that ordinary people can apply to their life in order to be able to live better. And this book, Essays in Love, is supposedly about how we can be better lovers. But I've got to be honest, didn't really work for me as a book. Didn't. Because it was marketed, it says on the blurb, it says on Amazon, it says pretty much everywhere, that this book is all about it's all about our love lives, about why we love, how we can love better, how we can not choose the wrong person, all that kind of stuff. But it just sort of turned out to be a bit of a diary. It is, for the most part, a relationship diary from this guy, Alain de Botton. And that's not necessarily what I wanted to spend 200 pages reading. I certainly enjoyed it from the start because he is quite a decent writer, a bit overrated, I think. I don't think he writes the beautiful sentences that some people proclaim that he does, but he's a pretty entertaining writer. So I enjoyed the first 100 pages, but after that I was like, this isn't what I paid for. Well, it was about what I paid for, because this is it, you know. I didn't walk out of the shop holding an invisible book and I'm like, oh, this wasn't what I paid for. I left it back in the frickin' shop. I'm mental. Anyway, it look at the reviews, make your own decision. But I didn't think it was as good as other people said it was, and I've just realised my facial expression is quite interesting. I comment way too much on my own face in my videos. Makes it seem as if I'm a bit of a narcissist, which definitely isn't true. It's just kind of weird being able to see yourself talk for this long. Anyway, very last item. This is, well, you should know what this is. This is the Buddha. Um, it's a wooden statue of the Buddha, and I bought it because at my room at university, when I'm at university, I'm not at university now, I didn't decorate it at all. There was no decoration in my room. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not a single poster. And various family members, when they visited, pointed out that this just wasn't cool, you know. You're supposed to decorate your room and make it look homely. And that is why I bought this Buddha. Simple as that. Also, actually, it's not as simple as that. I said it was. It's not. The second reason why I bought this Buddha, you can't buy the Buddha. It's a wooden version of the Buddha. Is because if I keep it at the end of my room, it will remind me to stay calm. Because if you look at this guy, he looks pretty chilled out. And I want him to remind me to stay chilled out. So that's the second reason. So that's basically the end of the video, except I have one last thing to say, okay? One last thing. You can click off this video if you're not one person. Basically, this video is ended. It's not going on anymore unless you're one specific person who I can't talk properly. I have a subscriber called Denise, right? She's commented on 2 of my videos. You have commented on 2 of my videos, and I've replied to everyone else, but I can't reply to you because there's something that you need to change about your settings on YouTube, which means that I can't reply. And that makes me feel really guilty because I'm very glad that anybody watches my videos and comments. But I can't reply to you, Denise, so hopefully you can change some YouTube settings or something like that, and I'll be able to reply. Thank you very much for watching this video, everybody. I hope you have a nice day, nice evening, nice life, nice bunch of lives if you believe in reincarnation. Not really any evidence for it, but then again, what is there evidence for, really? You know, we live in a universe where some people say that they know what's going on. I don't freaking know what's going on. What is going on? I mean, look outside. It's crazy. Life is crazy. Why is there stuff growing out of the ground? Nobody knows. We know how, but not why. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.